Chase and Joe. What we're doing today is a low-tech repair on a high-tech vehicle. These shocks are nitrogen filled with springs and everything in them, and they're really expensive. So for the time being, what we're going to have to do, until Chase can save up a ton of money to buy some new ones, is we're going to temporarily take a set of coil springs, put them back into these locations here to give this thing a little bit of suspension travel so we can take it out and play with it.
Yeah. This side over here is already somewhat done.
It's just tacked into place.
Yeah, it just kind of laid a good little bead there and kind of tacked it down here to kind of keep it in place. But yeah, the shocks actually have some retention to them, so it's not like going to be super bouncy or anything. They apparently checked the pressure into this one, and it has like 140 pounds, and then this one's been pumped up to 110. So these are like nitrogen filled shocks. They're extremely expensive, so Chase is going to have to put that. Get his money together. Let's see it.
Get
all
it.
Right, well, hey, all of ours got us.
Now we get it.
Yeah.
All right, chance some more than others.
Yeah. Yeah. So, alrighty. Well,
That was a girly little scream.
Chase got his battle scar now. He's gonna keep standing there looking at it like a little girl.
Chick stick scars.
So, but anyways, you guys will get to see this a lot on the trail and stuff. You know, once they get it, we get this thing, the suspension straightened out, it should be good to go. It's going to be a lot higher than it was.
Shout out to DNR for not getting my engine back in time.
So, yeah, shout out to who?
Shout out to DNR.
Yeah, DNR Machine Shop here in Knoxville. Shout out to them for
Not getting our engine back yet.
not getting the engine back yet. They've had it for how long, Joe?
3 weeks.
3 weeks to deck a block, pressure test it, deck a head, pressure test it, and hone cylinders. They've had it 3 weeks. So, anyways, we'll pick this up when we can get a little bit more of a. All right, guys. John got the rear end set up. Pretty much made these coil spring purchase here. See how you kind of come down here and loaded all that in around the rear end. Look at him dimes, son. And
Strap it in. You want a helmet too?
yeah, get him a helmet. All right. So now this is a pretty good hill here. It's got a pretty good drop off. So now the thing about this thing is, if you look, Chase is sitting in it. Well, I guess you can kind of see it leaning a little bit. It's a little tippy from side to side. So that's a little bit of concern that we have, because there's absolutely not hardly any tension in those shocks. So he's gonna fire this thing up. So he's gonna fire this thing up and take off down this hill. He's strapping in 5-point harnesses, all that, just in case. I don't think nothing's gonna happen, because I'm sure this thing has been on a lot crazier than anything it's gonna see around here. So go ahead. It looks good from here.
But it feels weird.
I bet it feels weird as hell. It's still looking good. Still looking good. Keep going. Look at that thing articulate, dude. Oh hell. Ooh. Gas it. Turn out and gas it. There you go. Take it out of 4 low. Yeah, way too high. Okay, guys. Now I think we've got her pretty much where we want it. So we got a
budget way.
yeah. So we found some of these coil springs. I guess a set to an XJ. So we've kind of put these in there to kind of have the suspension. Well, the problem we had is this thing. You guys seen him drive down that hill. It was had a lot of this going on, and yeah, that's just no good. So just too much of that rolling around. So basically what had happened is it was up so high that the pitch angle on the drive shaft was way too much. So what we done is we took a couple of these straps here and really cinched the back end of this down and put that chain back on there, and basically did the same to the front.
Just a limiter strap.
Yeah, just to kind of help.
Sorry.
Just to kind of help get that, you know, pull that tension down onto those springs so it's just not all over the place. So there it is, guys. I guess we'll see how she rides on the trail tomorrow. I'm predicting it's going to ride pretty decent. It's got some spring to it now, so it's a lot better than sitting on bump stops. So anyways, guys, just stay tuned for tomorrow's ride. You know, Project Hank up there is going, and Waylon's going, so just stay tuned for some work here in the near future on the Cherokee, the XJ, and we got to get back on that. So,
and stay tuned tomorrow for some live trail action from Rocky Top Off-Road. Woo!
Yeah. Keep the shiny side up, especially this one.
Got my truck nuts swinging, diesel fuel filled up, Copenhagen in a tan, black coffee in a cup, 6